Rules for the road. When you're involved at the conflict resolution table, there are certain rules that everyone must know, understand, and follow. Let's see some of these rules. No you statements. You don't attack another individual. You said that, you did this, you believe that, you recommended and it failed. No. All statements must begin with I. You talk about yourself. You want the conflict resolved. You don't want the conflict to get out of hand. As you continue to blame individuals with you statements, the conflict is not going to be resolved. You want to use more I statements. So the rule really should be no you statements. There is no attacking individuals. There is no blaming individuals. No one is going to play the blame game. Imagine if the 6-7 people involved at the resolution table are all talking about themselves, their perspectives individually versus trying to put the blame on somebody else. Chances that the resolution will be reached soon are pretty high. Slow. There is no rush. You can't resolve a conflict in 10 minutes. It's just not going to happen. You need the time. So slow down. Remember, it takes time to settle conflict. Go slow at first because conflict resolvers usually encounter some rough roads in the beginning. Keep using your I-way map to reach safer roads. In other words, you start, give yourself time, think, but I-way road is again, I think so, I believe so, I recommend. That's the I-way road that you still want to go. Hopefully, you'll find a different way, a better approach, a better road that you can take, but you must give time. Hurry is not going to work and will not resolve the conflict. Even if it does, the resolution will be short-lived. You want a resolution that extends over time. You don't want the same conflict coming up again between the same individuals next week, even next month. You want the conflict to go away. So give yourself the time. Detour ahead. Now you're going on the way, and at some point you might think, let's try this different direction. Go ahead and try it. Detour. Don't head on in the same dull direction. Sometimes tempers are flaring so much that it may be necessary to take a temporary detour from the communication I-way. So you stop, detour, relax, take a break, do something that is going to get the people eventually back on the main highway. So you take a little side turn, but you eventually will need to come back. If you take a side turn and keep moving, you may be heading in the wrong direction. Because people will get defensive, people will also get offensive, people will get hurt, people will get frustrated during this process, and in those conditions, conflict resolution will not be possible. Once the tempers have calmed down, you may begin using I statements to solve the problem. Once the frustration level has gone down, once people are relaxed again, come back from the detour. You need to come back on the main way where you started off, because your target is what? Conflict resolution. Exit ahead. At some point, you have to get off. You can't just keep going forever. You can't take 3 months trying to resolve a conflict. It's not going to work. So when do you exit? Most conflicts can be resolved through effective communication. Effective communication. And a key to effective communication, don't forget, is active listening. However, if you begin to feel threatened or unsafe, you should exit the communication I-way and seek safety. If you feel, or any individual feels, that I'm not safe here, I'm being attacked, I'm being blamed, step out. Move away for some time at least. Come back if you want to. Don't come back if you don't want to. But at some point, you have to exit. You have to get off and allow the solution to act its part out. Then there is the construction zone. Construct an I-way statement by following these directions. And it's not easy for people to look at themselves. It's so much easier to blame somebody else. And so you have to really learn this skill. Use the word I. State how you feel. I really feel threatened at this moment. Be honest. Whatever you feel, say I and then get the feeling out. State the specific behavior that you do not like. I feel threatened at this point because of the way you are talking to me. So the conflict is the way the person is talking to you. You are feeling threatened. You've made your say. And use the I way to say it. State your willingness to cooperatively resolve the problem. I am still willing. You see, begin with the I. I am still willing to help resolve the problem. I am still willing to help you and myself learn to talk in a mutually respectable manner, or whatever the issue might be. Merge ahead. You've exited, but you have to come back. The solution won't work unless both parties are now back together. So after using properly constructed I-way statements, individuals can begin to share ideas for how to solve the problem. Often, the best solution is reached when two people merge their ideas together. I am saying this, so and so is saying this, together this is what we are saying. So you are merging what two individuals are saying, you're putting it together, you're trying to make sense of what different individuals in the process are trying to recommend, say, suggest, and help resolve the conflict. End of construction. After reaching a solution that the two individuals agree will work, they can resume normal activities. So you've come to a mutually agreeable solution. Both parties agree that yes, the solution is good. We are willing to give it a try. Get out of the resolving room and now go and do your normal duties. Work normally. Do the normal things. Forget about the conflict. Work on the solution, and hopefully, if done well, the conflict will not show up again.